From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here at Inglewood, California. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Running back sent in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. Looking for a target. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Connection made to Coleman. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action, Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds up.
Touchdown, Kansas City! Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Bringing pressure, and it's blocked! And the Rams have it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Space past the 35. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing here, Ritter. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Ritter. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Finds him over the middle. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Ritter setting up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Rams literally won up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 39. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Pacheco gets it from the gun. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings it... About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it, 2nd and 4. Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Looking for his wide receiver there. 4th and 4 coming up. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Play action on 1st down. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, Mahomes. Complete to Coleman. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old...
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. How about that? Caught for a first. And they score. They trade an attempt at 3 into 6 with the fake. Butker to try the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll run. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Rams, who have 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Here's Ritter. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Dump off caught by his back. Juke the defender. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Working inside the red zone. The bat's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Return coming from the 6. Great vision, gets him across midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
Hey, we know that every single possession in this league is a premium. And these ones right before halftime with the clock dwindling down, well, they become even bigger. Setting your offense up for success with a return like that, you couldn't script it any better.
And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They send a tight end in motion. Pacheco has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Now, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Ritter. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Stays upright. He's on the move. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown! Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the starters likely checked out for the final time. Time now for guys to make their case for roster spots as our 2nd half is underway. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Felix Anudike Uzama making the tackle that time. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. First throw for the backup now. He's got Watson. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 30. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And they fake it on 4th and 1. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a first down.
It is, on paper, a riskier option than just lining your offense up to go for it on 4th and 1. But fake punts are always an option in this down and distance. And in this case, maybe lining up to punt got the defense to relax just enough to go and make it work.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 37. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and we might have broken it for 6.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Diving right side, got it! And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt finds deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He cuts back left. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. You give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Going to the ground again on first. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. There's a give, left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has it down close. it's a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Rams, 16.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Chooses to bring this one out. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
From the gun on 3rd down. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They're running the option, short side, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Kickoff taken at the 3.
The Rams take over 1st at their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at the 48-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Butker to try the point after. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He lofts it deep left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, But how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Rams just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. To throw here on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Gets out of trouble. Chased out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that